I just saw the fifth episode of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. The episode that we were all waiting for, that we were all excited for, with the big fight, with everyone involved in it. And the fight, well, it didn't really go the way I thought it would go. And I'll get into that. Now, the fight starts, and Sir Duncan's really nervous and all. And it makes sense. I don't think he's actually been in a duel or anything. And this is a situation where he could die. So yeah, he's nervous. And the squire that's become a knight now, he's nervous too. So anyway, the fight starts, and immediately he gets impaled by Arion with his lance. And he has to remove the lance, and then he gets knocked down by Arion, and he falls to the ground, and Arion gets the upper hand. And it kind of makes sense considering that Arion's got a lot of practice and a lot of training compared to Sir Duncan. So he gets the advantage, and right after that, we go into a whole flashback scene. Basically, we go into a flashback scene with Duncan as a child and a girl that's with him. And this is the time period after I think the first Blackfire Rebellion. They're just finding scraps and trying to get some money together. And they're trying to escape and go to Essos, I think. And they seem to be really close, and they say they love each other and all that. And she ends up getting killed, and that's where he meets the guy who was his master, who trained him, all that. So he meets him, and then he follows him because he doesn't really know what else to do. I mean, him and that girl were planning to go away, and now that's not going to happen. And that's a big part of this episode. And while I don't mind the flashback of seeing how Duncan met his master and all that, I really don't think this was the episode for it, because this was the episode with a lot of fighting we were expecting. And to show this in the episode, now, if it was just a minute or two, I wouldn't mind, but felt like it was a bit too long. So anyway, the flashback's done, and a good part of the episode is over. So he's still getting beaten down by Arion. He can't seem to get up, and he's struggling. But he somehow managed to find a way to get back up, and he gets some good hits in. He strikes Arion, and as soon as he starts striking him, Arion doesn't look as strong as he did before. Honestly, Sir Duncan gets the upper hand pretty quickly, even after he's completely beaten up. I mean, his one eye is closed up, it's swelled up. So yeah, he gets the advantage, and then finally makes Arion give up. He tells him to tell everyone that he's given up. So he gives up, and the fight is over. And that's all that happens. And honestly, while it does make sense that Sir Duncan would get beaten up, and it wouldn't be this massive big fight between them, it's kind of disappointing. Plus the fact that we don't really see anyone else fighting. We see glimpses of them jousting and hitting each other and all that, but we don't really see any action. I was expecting a lot of action in this episode. Lionel Baratheon doing a lot of stuff, Prince Baelor doing a lot of stuff, Prince Maekor fighting the Kingsguard. How the new squire that's knighted would handle this? Would he survive? But we don't see any of that, and the fight is basically over. And so Sir Duncan survives, which is great. And then as he's been treated, well, not treated, he is the squire and another guy is helping him get his armor off because he got cut and stabbed, and he's in rough shape. Prince Baelor shows up, and honestly, I was really glad to see him there because I kind of knew what was supposed to happen and seemed like Prince Baylor was all right. And Sir Duncan's really grateful to him and says that he's his man and all that. And Prince Baylor's happy about that, and he says that he needs good men. But all of a sudden, he starts losing his balance a bit, and then as he takes his helmet off, they see that the back of his head is gone. Now, I don't know what exactly happened. I'm guessing one of the maces struck his head really hard and broke his skull. So the back of his head is gone. We see that. It's not a great sight to see. And then he falls to the ground in Sir Duncan's arms and he dies. And Sir Duncan's, well, he doesn't know what to do because it's because of him that this happened. And Prince Baelor Targaryen dying, I knew this was gonna happen. I kind of got a spoiler earlier, but I was hoping that it wouldn't. And this, him dying after showing him just standing there, it's kind of annoying. I feel like the best character of the show is gone now. But I guess that's how the story works out for the eventual timeline and all that. So anyway, that's how the episode ends. The episode with the big fight, well, it wasn't even a big fight. It was more like a small fight. And the hype around it didn't really pay off in my opinion. We needed more action. They could have given us more action because the next episode I think is going to be the season finale. And I'm guessing that's going to focus on Baelor's death and how everyone's dealing with that. But yeah, the 5th episode, while it was okay, it could have been much, much better. And I am a bit disappointed.